giant fans of fun, it's Thad the Theme Park Giant. Today, doing a little different video, not at a theme park, down here in Tarpon Springs, Florida, just north of the Tampa area, right on the Gulf of Mexico. My family's in town, my sister's family, and they wanted to do something a little different, so we're gonna take this Odyssey Cruises is the name of the company. I'll put more info in the description, but Odyssey Cruises, they do this Dolphin and island tour, so get out, go on to the Gulf of Mexico, see some dolphins. There's an island we get to go to, you do some shelling. Gonna be an interesting day. I've never done anything like this. I'm excited to see some dolphins. So yeah, let's go, have a giant day of fun. Boarded and we're just waiting to get going. Hoping to see some dolphins. I don't know, they didn't make it sound like we may see them today, so I guess we'll find out.
Good afternoon, guys. Welcome, and Happy New Year's to all of you guys. Welcome to our cruise out the boat and look for dolphins. Because this river you're on is called the Anclote River. It is an estuary. It is a mixture of fresh and salt water. So we use sponges used for bathing. Very soft, very nice. These are your yellow sponges used for cleaning. Very good cleans. Guys, let me show you how well they clean. The captain, before he got left, told me, Chuck, clean up the windows. I took the Walmart sponge and I cleaned the window. Look at that. It's all right, not bad. But then I took the yellow sponge. Watch this. I clean this window. Look, you can see right through it. Isn't that beautiful? So get one of these just for that purpose right here. Also here today, Captain. They stopped after the next goals. Now the locals call that the Greek Air Force. If you guys want to get a load of that. But one more thing, guys. Listen. Try to keep.
The plane touched down just about 3 o'clock and the city's still on my mind. Bikinis and palm trees danced in my head. I was still in the back line.
Many stories. Let me tell you one right here. Look to your left right here what I'm pointing to. You guys see that green area right here? Now, we call that a mountain here in Florida. You guys might call that a mountain or a hill. But that is called Deserter Hill. Back in 1864, 5 Confederate soldiers went to the top of that hill, lit a fire to signal the Union Army in the harbor. They wanted to swim for their freedom. But a Confederate captain saw that fire, went out there, arrested those soldiers, hung them from an oak tree that's no longer there, and let them remain there for the duration of the war. So that is called Deserter Hill. This is salt water and fresh water. So now, people might ask you, where are they, Chuck? They're in the water. That's where they live. So look in the water for these dolphins. And they're going to hold their breath up to 7 minutes. They don't usually do that. Right now, they're surrounded by 2 tourist boats, so they might be trying to hide. So keep an eye out for them. But they do have to come out and breathe because they are marine mammals and they need air. Hey, I got one for us. Hey, one for us. Hey, beautiful, right there. Dripping 12 o'clock. You guys want to come up front? Come on up. Look to your left, look to your right, look for your straight ahead. These dolphins are all very cooperative for us today, Captain. I think they're trying to find a ride, and that's what they're trying to do. So keep an eye out for them. Are you going to say we're going to keep going, Captain? All right, guys, you guys on the right-hand side of the boat. Now these are your Atlantic bottlenose dolphins, like Heather mentioned, named after their bottle-shaped nose. They're the most studied because they're the most intelligent.
Wow.
Guys, right next to the boat. Here they are, here. He's right here. Right next to the boat. Just came out. Look up there. Look at these. Guys, look up there trying to catch a ride. They want to go in the waves, my bartender said. My colleague said they want to go in the waves. Now, why do they want to go in the waves? Not for fun. They're lazy. They want to use that wave like a surfer uses the wave to circle. They want to travel. Hear that, Captain? All right, guys, we're going to head out. You guys on the right side have a seat. Everybody else, please stand up and just hang on, okay? What?
In the distance, you can see the Tampa skyline just barely.
Alright guys, to your right you'll see a lighthouse. Key State Park. No alcohol. Drink all up here in the tire. Alright? Saving, shutting. You guys see where the
Stand there. The ramp and the boat move all the time. We don't want anybody to get run over by the ramp. Move away from the boat once you get off the boat. If you go out.
So we're out here on the island. Lots of shells to be found. You get a basket to take them back. This is pretty cool. There's just shells everywhere. I can't remember the last time I was on a beach. Ooh. What the heck is that? So this area is like the sponge capital of the world. It's a very big part of the tour. So we didn't get to see a whole lot of dolphins on the way out. Caught a couple glimpses of them, but they said on the way back they're gonna try and give us more time to view them. So hoping for more of that. I think I caught them on camera at least once or twice, so we'll try to get more of it on the way back. Sand dollar here. Huh. That's crazy. That's a natural design.
I know.
On that thing. Huh. Yeah, I'm taking that. Wash that guy off a little bit. There we go. Very cool.
I don't know.
There are so many. I think there aren't mollusks always like two, like a.
No,
It's like a.
still got the.
It got like the.
That's not gonna get any better.
Some fresh ones washing up here. Well, if you like seashells, this is the tour. So they were telling us on the way out, this island, I'll have to look up the island name for you and post it here, but there's that lighthouse out there, and that, so back in the 1800s, they used to run into the island all the time thinking it was the mainland, and then their boats would get destroyed and they'd be stuck here. So eventually the federal government built that lighthouse, and it was in commission until the 80s. But they kind of restored it, but you're really not allowed to go over there anymore because some hurricanes did some damage, but kind of a cool thing. Very old school lighthouse out there. This is really cool out here. And here's a giant sponge that has washed up. They were explaining to us that they'll cut them off. So when you get a sponge, it has like the even cut, and it's so that they keep regrowing, and then they can just keep getting sponges. They don't rip them out like they used to, I guess. Apparently a bunch of Greeks moved here because they're experts at sponge fishing or harvesting, I don't know. And at one point, Tarpon Springs had the second most amount of Greeks in the world outside of Greece. Got a family of these that washed up. Kind of sad. We got a football fish. Left its shell here. This guy's just out trying to enjoy New Year's Day at the beach. Looks like he got away from his family. Trying to get away from me. I don't blame him for that either. If I didn't know better, I would think people just come out here every morning and sprinkle shells all over the place, but I just think that's how many things live in the ocean. Look at all these shells that have washed up just today, probably. More sponges. So our guide was telling us on the way out that the hurricanes back in October really did a number on this area, and this is really the first week that they've been able to do tours at like a full schedule again. So he was thanking everybody for coming out and sporting them. So if you're in the area and this is something that would interest you, it would definitely help the local tourism industry. So definitely get out and do that. I would say this is well worth the $28 that we spent, because this is it's a 2-hour tour and you get a half hour on the island, but I think it's well worth the money. This is really fun. Hi, Teresa.
Hi.
Teresa booked the trip. It's a good tour. Good job. We're trying to do non-Disney things this week. Here's my brother-in-law and my niece being real excited about posing for more pictures for my sister. Our 30 minutes is just about up, so we're gonna head back to the boat now just so we don't get left behind, because they basically said if you're not there, they're going. I don't know if I believe that, but I'm not willing to find out. Basically the only rule is we couldn't drink alcohol out here, and we couldn't bring anything that was alive back because it's a state park.
Horseshoe crabs. They are neither a crab or a horseshoe. They're actually related to the spider. They have 8 legs. They're arachnids. Okay, they're not crabs. Now, I want you guys to understand, like, oh, look at all the dead crabs. These crabs are not dead. This is their shell. They have to, when they grow, they molt and they walk out of their skin. So you guys look at these. You'll see a layer right here in the front. You guys see the layer? They crawl out of their shell, leave that there, and they grow a new shell. Now during the winter time, this is when they do that. That's why you guys see a lot of these here, because they're molting. They're not dead, okay? Now also,
We're on Friday night, a pair of jeans and mid.
okay, see you later. And as he dives down, if you see something, and these are called the fish hawk, because 99% of their food is prey or fish. They're found here all with all the instruments. And they found out you guys are looking at one of the most haunted paranormal places in the whole state of Florida. Matter of fact, the captain was telling me a story that he actually met his first girlfriend here from Anclote. And I go, how do you know she's from Anclote, Captain? He goes, well, when I texted her, she ghosted me.
Over there to the left, that green building, that's Hickory Point Mobile Home and RV Park. That greenhouse you see there, that's not a house. The owner of Hickory Point Mobile Home and RV Park, he wanted to build a house. They wouldn't let him build a house. It failed their decision because they said he had a mobile home and RV park and he was not allowed to build a house. Well, what he did was he bought 5 double wides, put them all together. That's a 9,200 square foot mobile home.
That's funny.
They came back to him and said, we're glad you got your house. Now we want to talk to you about taxes. That house we're passing there, they pay about $23,000 a year in taxes. He said, well, if you wouldn't let me build a house, I've got 5 double wide RVs, which calls for $400 a year. He pays $2,000 a year in taxes on his 9,200 square foot house. What we call sticking it to the man.
To fill that take up at that marina right now, $14,000 from empty to full. $14,000 to fill that tank.
It's a $7.5 million yacht.
A wonderful bird is the pelican. His beak can hold more than his belly can. He can hold in his beak enough food for a week. I just don't know how the hell he can. Yes, that's what I got every night before I went to bed. So that's why I have no fear of pelicans.
They never went back.
No, 90 years.
But they came back now.
That's a black vulture. Now their beak can actually hold 3 gallons of water. Their stomach only 1 gallon. So that is true. And they say beak can hold more than his belly can. 3 to 1. 3 to 1 option.
But it still sounds pretty cool. You could buy me a boat. You could buy me a...
And we are finished with the cruise. We're back in Tarpon Springs now, and as you can see, it's a little tourist town here. Got a bunch of shops, mostly tourist trap type things, restaurants. Seems to be a very famous Greek bakery over here, Halas. And it looks like they just reopened from the hurricane, so just a couple weeks ago. I guess I didn't realize Tarpon Springs got hit that bad, but it sounds like they've had a rough couple months here. So again, if you're in the area, come support them. The boat tour was really fun. I gotta be honest, I don't do things like that very often, but I really enjoyed it, and I probably need to do more things like this since I'm in Florida. And here is the Halas Greek restaurant and bakery next door. Looks pretty popular here. It's only about 4:15, so pretty early for it to be that busy for dinner. Although it is Florida. clientele's a little different sometimes for dinner. And here's the little kiosk where Odyssey Cruises is, and we came to check in. We bought all of our stuff online. Like I said, it was $28. We did give them a tip at the end since they are tour guides and they work for those things. All in all, though, I think it's really good value for what you get. All right, Giant fans of fun, that is going to do it for today. A little different video, but had a lot of fun, like I said. Great value on that trip. Odyssey Cruises, check them out. They do like sunset cruises. Looks like they're setting up for one right now over there. They have an island cruise that goes out to the island for, I think, 4 hours. And I think you get to do more around the island than just the shelling that we did. But yeah, a lot of different options. Check out the website. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. It's just who we use, but we were really happy with it. So my last update here from Tarpon Springs, the sponge capital of the world. Slab the theme park giant. Thanks for watching. Make it a giant day of fun.